Well, Bjorn Sprachter. Now, I know I've got it wrong, okay? But you're International Events Manager, meets Business Events Manager for Tourism New Zealand, okay?
Yep.
Now, if there is one dynamic incentive and meetings and conference destination, but particularly incentives in the world, it has to be New Zealand. Now, I know you've been in New Zealand a couple of years, and clearly your name is not, from New Zealand or whatever, but tell me, what are the main products that you offer globally in terms of meetings and incentives and conferences in New Zealand?
Yeah, look, we've got a really exciting time in New Zealand at the moment. You mentioned incentives. We're obviously a fantastic incentive destination.
Look at the backdrop here, with the mountains. Brilliant.
Yeah, look, I think you'll find a place in the world. We can do a lot in 3-4 days.
Yeah.
We'll start up in Auckland with a pretty good city experience, combine it down with the Southern Alps, place like Queenstown or Rotorua. So within a really short space of time, it's really exciting that you can pack in different experiences. But the really big news for us obviously is also we're a good incentive destination, but we're also a world-class conference destination. So we've got really good venues at the moment, but we're going to grow that substantially in the next 3 years. It's been all over the news lately, but we will get some really good infrastructure in place in Auckland, Christchurch.
You've got a new convention centre coming in Auckland, is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also for Christchurch as well as part of the rebuild, we'll get some really good new infrastructure. And Queenstown's got some really good plans as well. It's going to give us some great opportunity to not only be really successful in incentives, but continue to grow our conference business as well. Very exciting times. That's why I moved to New Zealand as well.
Excellent. But also in terms of airlift, okay, because, like Australia, but even more so, you're a remote country. So it is quite challenging to get there for a lot of people, and you talk to Americans and they go, oh my goodness, how far is it, How do you get over that? And do you work closely with the airlines?
Yeah, look, the air links to New Zealand, they're very good nowadays. So from all our core markets, really, we're one stop, and obviously Europe 2 stops away. So the connectivity is really good. How do we overcome the distance? By content, really. So when we look at the conferences, we can put amazing content around our conference. We've got some world-leading experts in New Zealand that make the program that will attract people down. And when I look at the conference numbers, they're up around 14%. So it is successful. We get people down, we deliver in that space. Incentive-wise, it's just part of the package. You mentioned North America. Most people in North America are not aware that you can go on your plane and be there the next morning. So it's really about doing that explanation, and once you put it in part of the incentive pitch, it doesn't become an issue anymore because it is part of the parcel.
Where's your growth coming from?
Actually all around the world at the moment. I mean, Australia continues to be a really important market for us, and the growth from that market's been remarkable. North America's coming back quite strongly. All our Asian markets are looking really, really promising. And the real great news story as well is from Europe, from UK. We're seeing some really good numbers back. Not so much in the incentive space, it's a real niche market for Europe, but overall the numbers from our European markets are recovering, which is it's great to see.
Great news. So tell me, if I was a PCO somewhere in the world, or a PA or an executive organising a conference or an association meeting, where would I go to find out more information about New Zealand in that space?
Number one stop, I would really recommend businessevents.newzealand.com. It's our, we launched about a year ago, our hub for all the information you need. So businessevents.newzealand.com. You'll get information about potential conference topics, about contacts in New Zealand. You can search for venues, etc. That's all on there. And in your market, it also will give you a point of contact. That's really new for us. As of a year ago, we now have got dedicated business events people in market. So we've got Stephen Dixon based in North America, we've got Helen Bambury based in Australia, we've got Helen Zhang in China, and Christina McLaughlin based in Singapore. So not only have you got a website to find out about New Zealand, you will also have a dedicated person for you to follow up, to work with you on your proposal. If you need any more information, they'll come to see you. So those are the people in market.
Brilliant. Well, listen, thank you for your time this morning, Bjorn. I was in New Zealand recently, and it never fails to stun me.
Right.
About the scale. It's a relatively small country. Okay, it's a large country, but it's how compact it all is, and how many different things you can do in a short period of time, and that's perfect for incentives and conferences with add-ons, add-on trips and so on. And importantly, leisure travel added on to a conference, because I imagine that people who travel to New Zealand for a conference or an incentive or whatever want to stay on and do something in probably what might be a trip of a lifetime, but hopefully one of many visits. So Bjorn, thank you for your time today.
Welcome.